In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Louisville Cardinals return team didn't help matters out much there. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Immediately fires to the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He's going to take off. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take it.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, and move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. Motion from the offense. firing to the right, complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Finds a spot in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Grabbed behind the line, it's Presley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Mustangs want to crank their tempo.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might as well stick with him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass of just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
Touchdown, Cardinals. What a grab and go for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. This offense has a second down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They put the O into offense as in 0 yards, and finally they get a big play to give them a little momentum.
Finally, some good luck on offense. I mean, they've been close, Reese, throughout this game. They've taken some shots. They've tried to be aggressive. They just haven't been able to come up with the big play. This game's not over yet, especially after that one.
He's back to throw on second down. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
Looking for the end zone. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Louisville! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation.
Unloads it downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough to...
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Timeout, SMU.
Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense gets the ball back. The clock hits 0, and the O will also take the loss. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.